Hey, all of you parents who are freelancers. Okay, so newsflash that you're well aware of. The kids are transitioning out of school, whatever this past school year looked like for you, but they're transitioning into summer if they're already not there. So, what that always brings up for me is even though my kids are 12 and 15, it still requires a transition. So they're not necessarily, mom, I need attention, mom, I need attention anymore. They're, mom, can I go over here? Mom, can you take me here? Mom, can you take me there? Mom, I want to do this. So that's where I'm at in my stage of life. So, how do I navigate that? So, every Sunday night during the summer, we have a family scheduling meeting. So I listen to them, like, what do they have going on? That gets on my calendar, where they need to be at, all of those activities that they're signed up for. Where do I need to work? So they're aware of my meeting times. And in the summer, I do a pretty good job of like scheduling meetings on 2 days a week. So then the other 3 days are more of my flexible schedule. So if I need to stop working on a project to go run them to a friend's house, I have that ability and I don't have to juggle around meetings. So really take ownership now of your schedule more than you ever have been. And you need to get your kids on board, whether they're 5, whether they're 15. It really is important to get everyone on the same page of what the expectations are, what the boundaries are, and letting them know, like, and having them buy into your why. So, what I've done is my kids always get to plan a vacation for the summer. So, as a freelancer, I have the ability to work when I want to work, where I want to work, and how much I want to work. Like those were the three things that really drew me in to be a freelancer as my kids got older. So I can be on vacation, they can be in the pool, they can be doing whatever they want, and I can still be working if I choose to be working. So, what we do is every summer in August, we take a long weekend, like Thursday through Monday, and we go somewhere where they get to plan, they get to decide where are we going, what do you all want to do? They can, kind of do some research on that city, all of those different things. So what that does is it builds the hype, and I also put some rewards in there. I know that sounds silly for a 12 and 15-year-old, but they are still super motivated by rewards. So what you need to also do is get good at figuring out what motivates your children. So I have one kid that's totally motivated by, hey, if you go do that, I'll give you some money. And then I have another kid like, hey, if you go do that, you'll earn an item. It can be a $5 item, it can be a $50 item. She doesn't care. It's that item. Like there's no, if I would say, she wants something for 20 bucks and I would say, hey, I'll give you 20 bucks if you go do this, she's going to drag her feet. But if I say, hey, if you go do this, I'll give you this item that you want at Target, and it could be 20 bucks, it could be 15 bucks, doesn't matter. But it's the act of taking time out of my schedule, going with her to get that item. That's the true motivator with her. So, knowing what your kids are motivated by is also super, super important because when you're just at your wits' end, like my office door can be closed, but there's still that little knock all the time. And if I just go to them and I say, I need 3 hours, like don't come bug me unless it's an emergency, like they'll do that. But you have to set those boundaries and those expectations because if they see me in my office and they don't hear or they hear me don't hear me in my office on a call, it's like it's giving them permission to just come in and like have a conversation. And it's like I might be nose deep in a development project for a client and I just can't be bothered. So one, that's not fair to them because I'm going to give them half my attention. Two, it's going to like frustrate me because I lost my focus. And three, that's not fair to your clients who are paying you to get your project done on a timely basis. So keep all of those things. There's so many things to consider when you're transitioning kids from school, whatever that looked like this year, to home for the summer. But I promise you one thing, that if you are on top of it, if you're on top of those conversations of setting your schedule, setting some sort of reward system up, whatever motivates them, setting the expectation of what you need from them, and allowing them at whatever age they are, this can be a conversation of what they need and expect from you as well. So for one, like my kiddo, like my oldest son, he just needs that validation, like, hey mom, can I go bike across town with some friends? Can I do this? So I've been getting all of these scenarios of, is this going to be acceptable? Is this not going to be acceptable? So just having those conversations, but it starts with you having that facilitation conversation. But then just an invaluable thing, like if you can incorporate some sort of family check-in just to get on the same page on a weekly basis, that will make everyone run so much smoother. Like the weeks that our weeks get crazy and we don't do that are the weeks that I'm like, oh, they're driving me crazy. Because let's face it, kids can drive us crazy. And I'm sure we as parents can drive them crazy as well. So those are the weeks that are really important to have those family meetings. And it doesn't have to be on that set day. Like if you forget and you need to just go back, but that is an invaluable thing that my family and I established a few years ago. And that has been a great thing. So they're actually looking forward to those conversations again. So if you need any more tips, I feel like I have a good handle on this. My kids have a good handle on it. There's always going to be things. The main thing is that they're still your kids. You have to figure out like why you freelance. So for me, like I said earlier, it is being able to work when I want to work, where I want to work, and how much I want to work, because my ultimate why is to be there for my kids when they need me. And that's the true motivator for me. So I just use my freelancing business as the vehicle to get me to those desires and that why. So have a great day. Have a great summer. Don't pull your hair out going through this transition. If you need anything, just reach out and I'm happy to help you. Have a great day.